a 2017 Ford Fusion Sport here. I'm doing the plugs on it. So first thing I'm doing, I popped off the cover, which is a bolt here. I think it was like 10 millimeter, something like that. This guy, there's a nut right there. You're gonna take off your oil cap, and then that comes off. It gives you access to pretty much everything else. Picked up a set of SP542s, the iridium plugs, basically stock replacement. Gapped out to 0.028. That's what you're gonna wanna use. Okay, so I'm a little ways through already, but the first couple things that I did was basically this is down here. You got one hose running from the left-hand side, the intake tube, over to where you've got your filters and things like that. Basically, you just pull in on this clip or squeeze in on it and then pull it outward. This is how it normally sits. You're gonna squeeze it and then pull it out, and then that gives you leverage to pull this slightly, or I'm sorry, push that in like that, and then that's gonna pop off of there. On this side, these clips, I just kind of pulled the plastic tabs up and then pulled out. So you can see there's a gap right there, right? It's gonna be sitting all the way out this way. You're just trying to get it to push out that way so you can pull this completely off of here. I didn't bother taking the side off, it's not really necessary. Same with these. I just grabbed this. You're gonna wanna squeeze these so that you can pull it back off of the hose that it's on, or the fitting that it's on. With these guys, I just push over on this plastic piece until you can feel it kind of get loose, and then you're gonna pull it completely off of there. It just gives you a little bit more room to kind of move these things around. Don't know why I took that one off, can't remember. But if you have to, yeah, if for some reason you want to, it's a pull back like that, and then you just kind of push down on it, and it should come off. So now you've got some of your stuff out of the way. When you're working in the back portion here, same clips, right? Here's what the clip looks like up close, but these guys are gonna be sitting on there, sorry, like so. You're gonna pop that off just so you can get back in there. It should give you a little more room, because you've got 1, 2, 3 plugs up front. You're gonna have the same setup in the back. These guys, you can see that, just goes on there. You can hear it kind of click, ratchet down. I just used a little screwdriver, but you can use your hands. You just kind of grab it with your fingers and pull it straight out. And then when you get to these, when you start to get to your coil pack itself, it's a very similar plug to this, or it's the same plug. You're just gonna wanna take your thumb, pull it back, press down, and then it comes right off. And now you've got total access to those. These right here are 8 millimeter, I believe. Take the first one out, pull your coil pack out, get your plug socket, go down in there, take your plug out, replace with the new one. I don't know if you can see it, hopefully. This is 20,000 miles on mine. Look pretty good. Nothing abnormal. Shouldn't be a lot of heat or exhaust gas or anything like that you're seeing on there. Mine are totally clear. So about 21,000 on my car right now. When you put the new plug in, I used an older style torque wrench, but you're gonna wanna go from like 7 to maybe 14 pounds at the most. It's tapered, so it should seat pretty easily. Again, make sure that you are only doing your plugs on a cold engine. You don't want your engine to be hot. If you had to move the car to do your plugs, you better let it sit for a while. If you take the plug out and it's warm to the touch, then don't put the new one in yet. Wait until the whole thing's cold, and then put your plugs back in. All right, so we'll move to the back, the rear bank of the car. I've already loosened this, the intake hose here. So this is just I think an 8 millimeter, where you can use a flat head. There was a bolt right here. That's this guy. That comes out of there. so you can get some movement. I used just a pair of channel locks on these. You should be able to walk the hose off. There you go. There's a small vacuum line right here, it looks like. So with these two, this little hose and this big hose removed, you should be able to kind of get this up and get it a little loose so you can get to that rear coil pack right there and the one right next to it. Pop these guys off like we did before. Okay, yep, there's one, there's another one. I went through, like I said, removed this breather hose from back here, pulled this off so you can get a little more movement in your main wire harness. I went and pulled this guy off too, just gives you a little bit more room. The bungee cord, and I put, it's not a lot of pressure, but just enough to keep that thing completely out of my way. And now you can get in to your very furthest, or what looks like the most difficult, spark plug hole.